Yes, Footy and Friends, welcome back to the show. Yes, as I said, welcome back to the show, Footy and Friends. This episode is thanks to our good mates at Carlton Dry, the official beer of the AFL.
Yeah.
Lids?
You like a Carlton Dry, Brett?
I had a couple on the weekend. You know why? Celebrating the premiership,
Oh!
baby.
I actually had a message on the Instagram account saying, how'd the girls go?
Yeah, got the job done.
Yeah.
The underdogs finished second on the table. The top team rolled them.
In the Bs, right?
Yeah, in the Bs. Yeah. There's
But they're underage.
We're underage. We're bottom ages.
We'll be in the A's next year.
Different comp. Yeah, we've merged over to a different comp. So,
Oh, my God.
stronger
Politics.
comp, hopefully.
Politics, yeah.
But, mate, I got a bit fired up.
Was it one with the clipboard?
I marched the court. Like, I went onto the court because my little girl was defending this girl who was really tall.
Yes.
And she's just armbarred her down and sent her flying. Hey, you can't do that.
Yeah.
I wanted her ejected, but
Yeah.
the ref
So you
just said,
actually-
sir, you just need to go back to your side
Yeah.
of the court. I got really worked up. But to my little girl's credit, she, in tears, come off the
Straight
court,
up.
straight back in, stole the next one, laid it in.
Brazilian.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Yeah, I was
Next
really proud.
Yeah. Geez, that's what life's about, though, really. You get knocked down, you get back up. You think you're never going to recover, and you do.
Tub thumping, bit of
And you do.
chumpawumpa, you reckon?
Yeah.
Where was
Get
the
knocked
after?
down.
Where was the after party?
Did you
Malvern?
play? Just play the Chumpawumpa, did you?
Yeah, mate.
I get knocked down.
Well, enjoyed that one.
Sorry.
No after party. One of our girls had she was involved in a wedding, so we did it last night. We went down.
How old is she?
Yeah.
Well,
She's a
aren't they
flower girl.
13-year-olds?
Yeah.
Her uncle was getting married. So,
Oh, right. Okay, that makes sense.
yeah. Anyway, last night we all went down to a little bistro, the RSL, and had a little
Where's
presentation.
down home? Oh, sorry, the wedding wasn't at a RSL.
Are you on the wedding or the after party?
where
I
are you?
was on the wedding.
Basketball.
I was at the wedding. Sorry. Well, let's go back to the basketball. So the RSL.
But we'll come back to the wedding.
Yeah.
I don't know where the wedding was.
Don't
It's in
worry
the
about
city.
it. That was your weekend, mate. Not as good as that, obviously.
Nah, that is hard to top.
Yeah.
Busy weekend, obviously, in Adelaide.
How good's
Just
Adelaide?
setting the scene for Gather Round.
How good's Adelaide?
They're looking forward to seeing you.
I can't wait to get over there. It's going to be fantastic. Us?
Us, yeah.
Are we all on the same flight, or you boys coming over together, or how's that
We're
working?
coming over Wednesday. Yeah,
Wednesday. I'll be over there.
They're Wednesday
there.
with you coming back and then heading
coming back over.
Yeah. I'm actually going to. What are you guys doing on Thursday? Because I'm busy.
training the
I'm busy.
Yeah, I wasn't asking.
What do you
I
got?
got-
What do you
Me?
got?
Oh, I got something. I'm going to a lunch with the Premier about the state.
The Premier?
The Premier.
Premiere. The release of a new movie. Is
Yeah.
it?
What are you going to wear?
Yeah. Probably this. A Footy and Friends hoodie with a bit of Cocoa Pops on it. Like yourself. Mick rocks in this morning. He's got Cocoa Pops on his verbatim hoodie. Oh, by the way, the hoodies and stuff, we got amazing fit. There's some
Should we
really
get
good.
one made up with a bit of cocoa?
Yeah,
Pops?
Cocoa Pops verbatim Cocoa Pops hoodie. Now we've got some really cool stuff coming. Hoodie season's among us, by the way. You can tell it's going to be colder in the mornings, isn't it?
Yep.
Merch drop. That was on the. What do you do? The thing on Instagram.
There's a
Uh,
question box.
Ask us
A poll,
something.
yeah, ask us something. Yeah, it was good. They want more.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm trying to think what I did on the weekend. I had a good weekend as well. If anyone was thinking about me,
You put your back out, you said.
I did. I hurt my ribs. Oh, and Mac and Link are here as well, boys.
Oh.
They were up and about. Then they sort of fucked up the cameras again.
Yeah.
We didn't fuck up the cameras. We're here. We're rolling.
Are you talking into the mic?
The mic's right here.
Okay,
You
good.
just can't see it.
How was your weekend, Mackie boy?
Yeah, good.
Practice match?
Yeah. Oh,
Did you get it? So you're a late in?
sort of. Wow, mate. First half, I would have played like 15 minutes of the whole
Manage minutes.
managed minutes, and I was getting shitty. Like I was having tantrums out there. Like I'm not throwing anybody on the bus. I was playing like I'd get out there.
Is this Shrimpy again?
Nah, not Shrimpy. You know, Shrimpy's the ones coach. So
Okay, yeah, so you
he
wouldn't know
actually
him.
did not deserve to cop what he copped.
Apologies, Shrimp.
But apologies, Shrimp. But
Twos coach.
I don't even reckon it's a twos coach. I reckon it's a twos magnet mover.
Yeah.
To be honest. So I started on the bench, rolling in about 6 minutes in, and I feel like I come on, ran around for like 5 minutes, I'm straight back off. And I'm like, oh, all right, fair enough. I was just getting rotated off and on the bench. I'm like, it's a fucking practice match. Like, I was getting fucking that pissed off. Then, like,
How many on the bench did they have?
like 6.
Oh, yeah, no.
But still, I was just not getting... like I
Dane
was-
Swan used to do that. Take it as a compliment.
No, but I wasn't. And then like I just wasn't even half gassed, and I just feel like I'd just get on there and I'd get dragged, and I was getting that shitty, and I was just dropped my head. I was angry as, and then I played the rest of the second half, like the whole second half, because I think they saw I was pretty shitty. And I
So
was,
what did you learn from the experience?
just try not to drop your head. I dropped my head though. I was fucking so shitty. Like wouldn't look at anyone, just angry. But
How are you going to draw player sponsorship in if you act
mate,
like
how am I
this?
going to get into the game if I'm out there for
Yeah,
2
that's
minutes?
fair. No, he's got a good point.
But no, it's
got a good
nobody's
point.
fault, and it's probably my own fault, really.
Probably the Bulldogs.
I actually, I don't know how I'm going to be getting a game.
So would you
Now
say
I'm
out of 10, like, how was your game?
4?
Oh, okay.
Mate, I
and
was
so
getting
do you reckon you're
sledged.
gonna-
I was getting sledged for being on Footy and Friends for the opposition.
Oh, what were they bloody...
Give us some of it.
What were they...
I was walking out to my position at
On the bench?
3/4 time. Nah, this is when I started on, and someone's like, "Oh, Mac, you should line up there," or something like, "Oh, Mac Kelly, Footy and Friends." This is like the ones players who just gone out for a kick, and then I'll just like lipping me like, "Oh, fucking Footy and Friends," and then
Jeez, I got ya.
They got us good. They got us.
at one point I like
Underscore.
Yeah, did that. Oh, they talking about someone else, I think. That's
Yeah,
a
no,
different
it's not
show.
Footy and
That's a
Friends
13-year-old girl in England.
like I marked it, and this dude sort of like half grabbed it, and I just tried to like draw the 50. I just spilled it out, but it was like
man.
weak as, and then someone like runs past, and he's like, on Footy and Friends, and he can't get a fucking kick or something. And I was just like, yeah, probably fair enough. But even the umpire was like, never seen somebody try to milk a 50 in a practice match. And I
Was this against your own team or another team?
No, this is against North Ringwood,
Oh, yeah, we hate them.
and they were lipping me. But then after the game, they were all like, oh. They were
Slap
pretty
it
good.
up.
They're like, we
So
love Footy and
That's
Friends.
Nahas's old team, isn't
Yeah,
it?
apparently.
I got a message here from Match Reports. I've got someone
On the ground.
with eyes on the ground.
right,
I'm getting
yeah.
out to a game. If Mac gets a game, actually, I can't go next week. It's Max's second birthday, but the week after. So Mac's report said was late in on the weekend following general soreness flooding through the group, as it was a third pracky, which was way overs. So they've had 3 practice matches.
Yep.
The only reason they reckon he got in was because a few didn't want to keep going.
Yeah, that had enough.
First contest, ball falls to him out the back, and he picks it up, runs at a bloke to fend off, and gets done cold.
Holding the ball. Yeah, no good.
Second, jumping for an uncontested chest mark, doesn't get a hand on it, and it hits him in the chest, bouncing about 5 metres to a teammate. Great pass, maybe.
It was a good pass. And I laid a Shepherd. It was good. Led to a goal.
Then proceeds to spend a lot of time on the pine and cracks it with the coach and magnet spinner. Gets on late for a couple more touches and tackles perhaps his last start for the campaign.
Yeah. Nah, my second half was okay. I got a few holding the balls, a few good tackles.
Good
few
boy.
scores, but
I'm sure a few of the lads will head to Europe mid-year and you might get in.
I
No.
fucking hope so.
No, mate,
before the game, the coach just rev up. He's a good speaker, but he goes, like, everybody here is fighting for a spot. We've got about like 6 to 12 coming in. Like, everybody out here, it's not about who's the best player. It's about playing your role. And I'm just like,
Oh.
no, it's fucking not.
Yeah.
You're going to move a midfielder to the back flank, and you're going to move a back flanker to the back pocket.
like the All-Australian
and the
stuff.
benches will be getting dropped.
Yeah.
So I was just like, this is not getting me revved up.
No,
I'm
I know
not
what you
going to
mean.
play.
And
but-
Link, your weekend?
I did a lot of thinking, Dyl, actually.
Yeah, what did you think about?
Try to get the creative juices flowing.
Oh, okay. Is this for the...
It is, yeah.
Do we need to
So-
talk to the boys about this? I feel bad we haven't even gotten into the footy yet, but we've got something.
So
I've given the boys a
I've
carrot.
just got nervous.
Nah, it's a carrot.
this show, if you're listening, releases Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
So last night, so we're sort of looking into the future here.
Yeah.
So future from where I am, but from where you're listening, it was last night. Mac and I posted a video on the Footy and Friends account.
It's not out yet.
It's not out yet.
From where we are.
From where we are, but from where you're listening, it is out.
You would have seen the video, so you know what's happening here.
Max a metre away from the mic.
Yeah.
And so the premise is we were looking through the gather round schedule. I was just having a look. Mon, Dylan Friends producer, tick.
Brett and Mick.
She's on the list. Brett and Mick, obviously, they're talent. They've got a live show. They've got to be there. 200 plus producer, Moff. He's on the list.
I don't know how he got on.
Tick. I just kept on scrolling down. I went, I can't find Mac Kelly. I can't find Lincoln Allan. I don't know what the go is here. So Mac has had a chat to Paul. He goes, hey, any chance Lincoln and I are going to gather round? And he, nah.
Yeah, it was just straight in that.
And so we give it up on the dream. And then last week, Dyl brought us into his office and said, there's a chance. There's a pulse. And what he said us basically is our Footy and Friends _ Instagram account, as of recording, has about 3,500 followers. We've got about 1,500 on TikTok. And he's basically said, get us to 10K and you can come. We'll have a single bed for you in a hotel.
Top and tail.
And we got to drive there ourselves. But
So what we're launching right now is 10 days to 10K. So Dyl is he's not driving, obviously. He's flying to Adelaide in 10 days for Gather Round. So Mac and I have 10 days to get to 10,000 followers. So
On both accounts. And then I said if you get to 15, You get 2 single beds in a room.
and then 20 we get flights. But mate, we gave Dyl a big presentation, which will be out today.
That was out last night.
Out last night, and we're just gonna. We've got a bit of content planned over the next 10 days to try to get it out.
Yep.
So we get a lot of listeners on this show without disclaiming exact numbers. If you are listening and you don't follow the Instagram for whatever reason, just follow it until gather round, and then if you want to unfollow, feel free. It's Footy and Friends _. The underscore is that's probably where we're losing. I feel like we might be losing people because they're searching Footy and Friends, and then they're getting a lot of soccer content maybe from that 13-year-old girl in London.
Yeah.
So where do Mick and I come into this? Yeah.
You just get them to. They're rooming with you guys. Yeah.
You just want us to come?
Yeah,
100%. We can hang out.
Yeah.
Are you asking us to reshare and help you?
So
help
moral
them
of the
get there?
story is 10 days to 10K.
10K.
Share as much of it as humanly possible.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, Brett, because I know you've got a lot of I know you've got the tick. So enjoy the content, and that's enough from us, Dyl. Let's talk about football.
Love it, mate.
But-
Well
but-
done. Well, I'm
firstly-
looking forward to it. But I said to them, without the 10K, they're not coming. So
Yeah.
it's up to them. They've got 10 days to get there.
K a day, easy.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into some footy then, shall we?
Does Mick like Pasito though?
Yeah, what is that about?
Who sent that in?
Someone on the chat.
So was it Charlie Ballard? I suppose it was the Suns.
No.
So because the story revolves around him. So when I was on the Gold Coast, he was just starting out. He was
player.
a first year draftee. And you know when the first year draftees come in, they're a little bit raw with their life skills. So you got to teach them a few things. You got to teach them about grocery shopping, putting petrol in the car, paying electricity bills, all that stuff.
Yes.
And I think the first time Charlie ever went to the supermarket, he went for the big shop. Thought he'd go set himself up for the week, and then he just came back with a cube of Pasitos.
That's it.
He's like,
That'll get me
He's
through.
right with himself.
He was stoked. $21 for a cube of Pasitos. that'll sort me out for the week. So it's a little bit of a.
Mum said no, but now
PJ.
I'm by myself. I can load up the fridge.
Oh, as we say here, moving on. Tips, round 3, Brett 6, Mick 6, Dyl 6. So overall, it's 21, Brett, myself 20, and Mick 17.
Yeah.
Very exciting. Let's get into the footy, eh?
Let's get into it.
Essendon versus Port Adelaide. We streamed this one on Thursday night. Essendon defeated Port Adelaide
How'd you go with the stream?
by 12
Did you
points.
liven it up on the stream more than it was on the game?
Fuck, what a shocking
It
game.
was a tough call, I know that.
We were working with what's the analogy when you're not working with much?
Trying to make
You were polishing a
strawberry
turd.
jam
That's it, polishing a
out
turd.
of pigs' shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. But we made it work.
We made it work, didn't
You know,
we?
this is a tough
Mac
game.
was very good on
when
the
when the
stream.
team that won, they've only put 5 players in the best.
Oh.
So they've only been able to source out 5 players for the best players when they've won.
We all got that wrong, by the way. We've got to give some Essendon love. Apparently, I called them the Dommers last week. Did I call them the Dommers?
I don't remember.
Not sure,
I
but
think you did, but I think Mick corrected you pretty quick and you
Okay.
kept rolling.
we'll go the Dommers. They've had a good win, and I've always loved them. I think they're a good team, and I think they're going to be okay at some stage. But they actually played pretty well.
Yeah, they were better this week. I think they just hung around, and Port Adelaide couldn't get their game up and going. But to their credit, Essendon, the week before against Adelaide, they got absolutely opened up. Defence looked like that thing around the outside of the ground. And then on Thursday, they cracked in. You saw in like the first couple of contests, they had 2 and 3 go there for a tackle. Which was great. Sheely went back inside, which I really enjoyed. He had
Spun the magnets.
709 metres gained or something like that. Played back to some of his better footy.
He did.
Merritt, as always, really good. Durham, who's the one who did a bit of a shutdown role on Rosie, played next to him and kept him to like 12 to 3/4 time or something.
See Ken eyeballing him on the bench. So come on, we need you, brother.
Yeah, I did actually. I noticed that from the box as you're looking down.
We'll get to that.
And yeah, mate, they were really good. Essendon, they did well. They could have really finished the game off, to be honest. They kicked 9-18 or something.
Yeah.
So the game could have been well and truly done. But to their credit, they hung on, got the job done. Even after Horn Francis with that amazing goal that he kicked, he just
That was
swooped on that
beautiful.
loose ball.
Georgiades, I thought it was going to be a legacy game by him at the start. Like that first half, he
They had
was
no one to man up on him.
absolutely everywhere. And even Darcy Byrne-Jones sort of wound the clock back a little bit too. He played some good footy. Kicked a couple goals.
Couple of goals.
I want to give some flowers to Zach Reed. I thought he went on to Georgiades and did a really good job in the last 3 quarters. And started to show the things that we've all been expecting of him after a couple of quieter weeks in the first couple was really good.
Nate Caddy kicked a couple.
Yeah, he's good.
Missed a couple as well. So after getting subbed out the week before, came in, had a good impact. So, yeah, the Bombers just straightened themselves up. But where to for the pair? What?
Oh,
Yeah.
you don't want to comment on that?
No,
So you want to look at me?
I was looking at
happy
you.
to. We were talking about this on the stream the other night, and I think the very immature thing that people are saying, and I don't like immaturity, is people go straight away, oh, you got to sack Ken, just give it to Josh Carr straight away. And I think that's possibly the dumbest thing you could ever do. Because firstly, they've committed to this whole succession plan of it happening. Ken, I referred to as almost, do you guys watch Harry Potter?
No.
Do you watch Harry Potter? Okay. Well, everyone out there that watch Harry Potter, Professor Snape. Okay, you hate him. You hate him the whole time in the movie, and then the last episode you find out that he was actually a good guy.
I was going to go and watch it.
And that's so. Well, in fairness, it's been there for a while.
It's a great synopsis.
But I feel like that's a little bit like Ken as well. Ken knows that he's finishing up there. He's going to wear the brunt of the season this year for the Port Adelaide people. He's doing it so that Josh Carr can then come in on a fresh team and go and dominate next year. If Ken was to leave now, Josh Carr's pretty much got to start, and his first year starts now. No matter what they say, even though it is next year, he'll still get judged off this season. So I think that Ken's going to do it for the power. He's going to hold in fat.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Oh, kind
Without
of.
seeing the movie?
The movie makes sense.
Yeah, okay.
You spiel
Bad
on
guy
Ken.
becomes good guy. Hey, the two subs came on at 3/4 time.
They tagged each other.
There
Yeah.
was Sardal Hawley.
Yes.
Came-
How good was he?
He was very good. And young Cochrane for Port Adelaide only had the 2 possessions, but straight
But he
away
kicked- nearly kicked 2
impact,
goals,
set up a
didn't he?
goal
Yeah.
and then had a shot at goal. So the subs came on and big impact.
I reckon it is sub-tag the sub. They want to make that a segment, don't they? Link, can you read that out? That
Sub v sub.
Yeah, they want to read. We've got some great feedback on that.
So some segment ideas. Tag that to Clarko or whichever coach needs a certain stat. Headline of the week, Dyl, yours from last week, was Sun comes out at the G. Mm-hmm. That happened.
Thank you.
Past players that have played for each club. I feel like
Oh,
that's
we
just
love-
happened
we
naturally.
love that one.
Sam Gibson played for North and Adelaide,
too,
came to
yeah.
me yesterday. Who is likely to be the sub and who will the sub tag from the other club? And weekly audio updates from Lids calling a game. Well, that's a given.
Yeah. How was the calling of this weekend?
Completely fine. Yeah.
No, all good synergy?
Yeah. No over the top ofs or anything like that. We sort of just worked cohesively.
Perfect. That's what we like to see.
Yeah.
There's a really good player, young player, first year. Oh, there he is. Moraes?
Christian Moraes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great player. I saw him at Salt Recovery, actually. He stayed down in Melbourne. We caught up and slapped it up. He's a great man.
Yep.
Great man. Quite big. Bigger than I thought.
Bit taller than you thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
27 he had.
Eastern Rages kid. Yeah. He's a ball pig. We found a heap of it last year as well. No issues finding it, but ended up going a bit-
Sideburns too.
Did he? Yeah. Right. Good stuff. The other one from that game was Xavier Dersman. I thought he was really good against his old mob.
Yep.
He was huge in the last quarter, had like 12, and a big reason why they got over the line in the end.
All right, let's move on from that game.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That was a shut-house game. We've spent half our episode on it. Actually,
That's kind of our thing.
should we go back to it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait to skip the derby.
Doggies, Blues at Marvel. We all tipped the Dogs. The Dogs won, but it was close. They led for literally 90% of the game, and then get pipped on the line.
Yeah. I'd like Mac's thoughts on it, to be honest, as to what he's
Go on,
thinking.
Matt. What do you think? Get the mic in your mouth, please.
I knew when we were up. Like I just have no, what's the word?
Confidence?
Confidence. Like I knew that was just we can't play 4 quarters. I feel like since we've been shit. Like I'm talking 2019.
Yep.
It was the same. Remember that? It was 2019 the year we won the Spoon. 18. That year and the year after, I remember we had like so many games where we had one quarter that just would fuck us. Like we would have one quarter where if we didn't play as bad, we could have nearly won it. You know what I mean? And it's just the same thing. Like we're just still so shit. I just don't get it. I'm not getting revved up. I can't
Yes,
do
you
it.
have to. You have to give us something. What is it?
what are
What
they
is it,
gonna
mate?
fucking
What's
give
costing
me?
the team? What's costing him?
Oh, I actually don't know what it is.
Have you talked to any of the lads?
Hey?
Have you popped into any of the lads' DMs or?
Nah, I'm not one of those blokes.
But you will become
But
one.
it is only round 3, as they say.
You threw, 3 losses.
3 losses. Well, remember, I think last year we started strong as. And
I
then
don't think
the
he's
wheels
actually a
come
true
off.
fan. He doesn't seem.
No, he
really
doesn't seem that
bothering.
passionate.
So, we'll move on.
We'll move on from
We'll
that.
move on.
I've heard so many times. I'm just trying to.
To be honest, what I thought was the impact of the guys that used to play for Carlton and now play for the Dogs. Well, the difference.
Yeah.
What do you think?
And
Greg?
guys that maybe like are in the media now and stuff as well.
Yeah, like
I'm saying like guys that have transitioned from the media that used to play for Carlton now like do podcasts and stuff.
oh yeah.
Are you talking about Murph on the ABC?
No, it was Kennedy was actually pretty good, but I'll
Yeah.
tell you what, he was hitting his shin a fair bit of the night.
Yeah,
It was a lot of surge balls.
Yeah, Len
but-
Jones was back doing some good stuff.
Yeah. Look, the Dogs were good. Dogs were good.
Dogs have just got themselves like what.
They're just going, aren't
they? Well, everyone was a bit pessimistic on them in terms of the start of the year. All these outs, interrupted pre-season, but they've got themselves to 2-1 and could easily be 3-0. So they're just sitting pretty, going about their business nice and quietly.
What about Liberatore? Like he's still playing some amazing footy.
He put him on his back.
He really
Yeah,
strapped him
he
on
put
and
him on
said
30,
"Strap
11
on the back."
tackles, kicked
Yeah.
a goal.
Your boy as well. Do you want to go to your
Embrace the mid.
Embrace the mid this week?
Yeah, I will. Thanks to Carlton Dry, the 3.5%. Had a couple of those on the weekend, actually,
Yeah,
celebrating the flag.
Yeah.
Sammy Davidson.
How good was he?
Dr. Davidson.
Dr. Davidson, just out of Richmond VFL.
Yeah.
He's come out there and had 31 and just some big moments out there on the wing, but geez, he runs hard.
Is he a known ball getter? Like, was he getting those possessions in the VFL?
He was more of a forward, I reckon,
Yeah.
as, in the VFL, but just, I think not through the necessity, but they've found a genuine winger who can just create for him out there. I really enjoyed watching him play.
I am, and I'm I love him. I'm not saying this in a negative way, but I'm also not saying it in a positive way. Is he a left or right footer? Because I can't.
Righty, I think.
Okay.
He's saying he can go both sides pretty well.
I'm saying he can go both sides. I'm not saying pretty well. I'm just saying that like both look quite similar. Apparently, apparently I've just had a stat come through to me. Apparently,
Take this one to Clarko?
Take this to Clarko or Bevo. Highest disposals in the VFL was 20 last year, and he's had 31
In the AFL.
in the AFL, kicking on both feet.
You know what they say? Sometimes
It is, mate.
The higher level you go to, the easier it becomes.
I genuinely agree with that. From someone who has played in the VFL a lot, fuck, mate, it's so much harder playing in the VFL than it is in the AFL.
Yeah,
actually-
why didn't you really make it work in the AFL?
It's still quite hard in the AFL. I'm just saying it's harder in the VFL. It's harder. Kemp kicked 5, which was great. Good on him. But you know who actually looked really good as well, like from the Doggies, Sanders. That's the first time I've watched him being like, Jesus, this bloke's hands are fantastic.
Yeah,
Good
he's
handball.
sharp in there. He's getting a lot more midfield time probably with Bont and Treloar being out. And that's what, I mean, the Bulldogs supporters and everyone else around them is thinking, well, we're banking these wins here at the moment, but then we get those guys back. Cody Waitman, I think, unfortunately just had a bit more surgery on his knee, so he's going to be out for a bit longer. And Treloar's redone his calf. So,
So they've got to keep hanging in there.
I've reached out to the lad, but trying to give him a bit of love.
Bit of calf stuff.
Yeah, a bit of calf stuff. Just tough it is.
Is Bont coming back soon?
3 to 5 he's
Still?
listed as. Yeah, so I reckon he's done it
That's
worse
it.
at the start than what they've really let on.
Or he's gone too early and done it, niggled it.
I mean, yeah, maybe. It's a chance.
Calves hurt.
We
man.
both know how long they
that's
take to come
shocking.
back from. But well done, Dogs. But Carlton, where to from here, I don't know. They just the same thing again.
So they buy
like
next.
speed
They
and-
got the buy
No, they play Thursday night.
Thursday night
against Pies.
Oh, against the Pies. We're
And Brett, you'll be
streaming
calling
it.
that?
Yes, I will be.
Yeah.
That'd be a huge game.
Oh, I love sitting next to Murph.
Carlton
and,
games do you get with Murph?
well, it's just luck of the draw that they're Thursday nights, and it's every one that he's been on. Just about they haven't won.
Yeah.
So maybe he's the anomaly.
That'd be a good game. I'm looking forward to that. I think Pies will get it done, but we'll talk about that on Wednesday. Don't worry about that. All right, moving on. Bulldogs.
you're on that
Moving
game.
on from that. Melbourne versus Gold Coast at the G.
Yeah. How many were there?
Wasn't it like
Did you head along?
I didn't this week? How many was it? It was like 9,000 or something.
No, it would have been 20.
It was
Run sheet.
something.
It's on the run sheet.
It's on the run
Got
sheet.
Every single crowd of the home and away season on the run sheets.
Sorry, mate.
24,524.
24.
They've bumped that up, I think.
Nah, because they sit up when you're looking from the TV, you're only looking out that way, but you don't see everything that's up behind you.
Yeah, they're all sitting behind the camera.
because they're all Melbourne members.
True, Brett. True.
If they're there,
What do we do with Melbourne? Do they just forfeit the year or what?
you love doing that every week, and then
Well, mate, what's the point? What's the point? They're just being fucking pumped by Gold Coast
Gold
at the
Coast are
G.
good.
Gold Coast are pretty sharp,
Mate, they couldn't fucking... They nearly didn't start flying down. They started forfeiting their games and just playing at home last year. And they fly down and absolutely pump you.
Yeah,
Like, what the hell?
yeah. You make a strong point.
Very strong point.
Yeah. I'm not sure about you can sacrifice the whole year, but yeah, it is. You rode off the lines. Rode off the lines last year, and where did they finish? So let's just cool our jets. Well, I don't think any of us know where the end of the season is going to be. It's a long year, so yes, there are some troubling signs there. Though I think that they just can't seem to get all on the same page, it seems.
If they were to forfeit the year, I just might think about
where would they go? What would they do?
They forfeit and just stop, or they like forfeiting but coming together and trying to put some work into next year.
Just I'm saying, just abolish the club in general. Just divide their players up. And
I'm not resharing this
having
post.
have a mini draft. Just of
What
their
are they going
club,
to do
and
with
then just put them.
What are they going to do with young Langford, who's come and had 26-2, and they're just about to forfeit the year?
Well, he'll go to another club, and he'll probably get picked up first out of all of them.
He played well.
He was
really very good.
You love seeing young blokes come in and do their job, don't you?
Yeah. Well, I don't have any supporters, so I'm not going to get anything from this. So it doesn't matter.
Dyl, aren't you on the record saying they're going to be good for a long time?
That was a long time ago, though. That was a long time ago.
2 weeks.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. No, look, I like Melbourne. They're a good team. Look, I don't know what the hell's going on with them, but Gold Coast were good. Let's not take it away from the Suns. Good to see them winning in Melbourne, and Rao.
Yeah.
How good is Rao?
Yeah.
Good to see him back to his best.
Yeah.
He's an absolute bull.
He's
isn't
a bull.
He's
He is
a
a-
wounded bull for the week.
He's
back.
able.
Yeah, it's back. That and spin the pen.
Noah Anderson just goes about his job too. Captain, but still gets it done. 35 and kicked one. Tuke Miller, he's a workhorse, isn't he? You would have. Was he there when you were there?
He was, yeah, and exactly that word you used, workhorse, like runs him to death. He's clean, but they're allowing him to play a little bit more of a variety of roles due to their depth of midfield. Now they've got Graham coming in, who's kicked 2 goals as well, playing a lot of midfield time. So
Flanders is a good addition.
they have got depth everywhere you look.
Humphrey. Saw him yesterday at the Footy, or 2 days ago, when this comes out. Out there watching the Gippy Power boys. He's a thick lad.
He is
My
thick,
God.
isn't he? Like a tree
Powerful.
stump. He's very erect.
Well, he got in the best
He's a
players
Paul
here
Chapman
on the
type.
run sheet, which they had about 16 of the best, the Suns. But he was a player last year. There was a fair bit of...
He got dropped.
Yeah, he
to
got dropped
sub.
and was a sub. And
Then came on and
they were like,
dominated
"What's
the
going
Darwin
on?"
game.
He should be dusty or whatever. So he's had a big summer and
Yeah.
he's pushing him through. But that's a couple of big losses for the Ds in a row. And it's just sad that they'll have to forfeit the rest of the year.
Yeah, it is. And they got the Cats this week
Well, it's
down
got
at
next
GMHBA. So,
Yeah. Cats weren't great, though. We'll get to that shortly, too. What? Cats weren't great against the Lions.
against the reigning premiers up on their home
What does
deck.
that game remind you of? Like Cats, I know we're not doing the preview show. Cats and Demons at Geelong.
Oh, it's an
Oh, you just
absolute
remember that.
walloping.
Yeah, there's two things.
But the other one, though, is when they
Gone.
beat them. Gone.
When Maxi
yeah.
Gone.
in front of no one at COVID.
Yeah.
Oh, I was there at that game. I was calling
Oh, yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on.
Which one are we going to, mate?
St Kilda Richmond.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
How many were there?
There was not many.
Actually, a
at
big
this
crowd.
one.
Yes, it was, you dickhead. It was for
41.
Maddie's match.
Oh,
41,000.
yeah, it was. It was.
147, the last ever Maddie's match.
Yeah.
Because they want to go more towards the Danny Frawley game and spend more time on that as their charity partner versus the Maddie's one. I'm not sure whether I agree with that. I think there's probably room for
You can do both, but
for both. Yeah. But
was that
great turnout.
was that publicly what they said? They want to
Yeah.
do more of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They want to focus more on pumping up the Spuds game
Yeah.
with the one they have, given they've got the Danny Frawley Centre and everything at their home base.
Yeah.
But
Both
I-
great organisations.
Yeah, but
obviously.
I think there's enough games in the year to make that a special game as well and just still have it. I mean, I don't think it's anyway. Love that everyone turned up. That was great.
And it was good for half.
It was actually
a
good. I thought the Tigers were actually going to be okay, but then Saints credit, they just went bang bang late in the game, didn't they? And really opened up. And what did it end up being?
They ended up winning
50,
by
80 points.
yeah,
82 points.
It was 8 points at half time, 82 points at the end. So some of these teams, Richmond and West Coast, they're kind of publicly saying they want to be in halves and win quarters, and
10
they could
minutes of
probably
footy.
kick that off. But
Yeah.
again, the drop away is significant once it turns.
Can I be brutally honest here as well?
Again, okay.
No, the Saints can keep their footy club. I'm not going to shut them down. But what I say is this: Saints supporters, where are you? Don't get excited. Just don't. That's all.
Down the barrel.
They beat the Cats last week.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, don't get excited.
Yeah, right. Okay.
And not premium. Poor Adelaide are gettable. They could be 3-1.
Yeah, I'm just saying, don't get excited.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, just don't.
I'll tell you what,
You're just going to end up hurt.
If
you're just gonna
you'd had
end up
29, Mickey, as a halfback flanker, and 9 of those were score involvements and 1 goal assist, do you think you'd sneak into the best?
3, 4, 5, 6 best players. They probably could make an exception to put 8 to 10 players in the best.
I would have thought with an 80-point win, you can.
Is that Wanganeen Miller?
Yeah. I thought he was pretty handy.
Does that say he's leaving?
You reckon?
Maybe he's told him he's leaving. I said, no,
That's
we're
it.
not putting
Have I
you in
told
the
you
best.
the coaching? Yeah, if you're not going to be in the side next week or they're leaving, don't
You
put
get
them in the
traded.
best.
Yeah, no, very cool. We all tipped the Saints, so that's no surprise there. What'd you make of the young Tigers? Anything just good to see the development? Anything
Campbell
there?
kicked 3. He's
Trainer was okay. I like the way Sammy Lawler kicks it. I reckon he's just a beautiful kick. His package stayed in this time, which was great.
What do you make of Camden's headband?
Yeah, well, it inspired my haircut.
What did you see?
You with the black one? I didn't watch this game. No.
Did you?
Yeah.
What did he wear?
He went yellow with the yellow jumper.
So whatever strip they're wearing, the yellow 2017 premiership strip, headband matching.
What the fuck, man? You can't do that. I did not see that. That almost says to me, I might be old to you, that you're not taking the game seriously. Like, that's. We say some silly things, but that's silly. You cannot be wearing a yellow headband and a.
Oh, mate, I agree. Yeah.
Like, I might have to have a chat with Ooze about that. That's ridiculous.
Yep.
No wonder I didn't see it. All right. Hawthorn versus the Giants at UTAS. This was a pretty good game, even though I was frustrated with the Giants. They didn't play that well, but they were still in the game.
Yeah. I looked at it early. I was watching the other game mostly, but I saw the scoreline and I was like, what the hell? And I looked over and it was like a 15-goal breeze going one way. Some of the movement of the ball, when you had to set the outside the right-hand point post to actually allow that ball to come in. Will Day's goal was unbelievable.
Kicked 2 in a row, didn't he?
He kicked 1 goal 3.
He kicked one from 65 metres out.
Yeah. Yeah. 2 shots in a row. But he's just, we talk about it every week. He's a bloody good player.
Yeah.
Love watching him play.
Yeah. And when the game was sort of in the balance, he just finds a way to say, righto, boys, here we go.
Jump
and
on.
he said he always accelerates into that contest. They were just too good. They're slick at the moment, the Hawks, aren't they? I was a bit nervous about how they'd handle that pressure of being good last year and whether it was just going to be linear and their ability to go again. But they've proven everyone that we're the real deal.
And as you say, the first quarter they kicked into the breeze. The first quarter, so they're down by 6 goals a quarter time. So tricky little situation. And they handled the breeze well and got the game back even. And the second half, it was the third quarter that won it for them. They defended really well into the breeze and actually scored. And from there, it was all over.
Good to see Hogan back as well. Kicked some beautiful goals. But what do you think of the forward line with Hogan, Stringer?
Package was in.
The package back in.
Kicked 3 points.
He looks incredibly different in the jumper. It just feels so weird seeing him, Hogan, and
Tobes.
Cadman and Toby Green. It's pretty powerful.
It
Jones
is.
as well.
Yeah, when it clicks, it's going to be they're going to be hard to stop, but it's a matter of them getting that cohesion where they all do gel.
And it's also you think about a lot of good forward lines, the role playing aspect of it too. Callum Brown, I think dropped out of the team for Stringer, and Brown almost plays that defensive forward role on a key defender too. So it's if you're taking out him, then playing 4 guys that want to attack the footy, what happens the other way?
Well, a lot of sides are doing a lot of different things with their forward line. So Hawthorn are doing the one tall and then the smalls. Giants are clearly going a bit more
Old school.
Old school, and we'll get to the Crows soon. But what's really working for the Crows is their 3 bigs. There's going to be a week where that doesn't work, and everyone bloody kicks the bucket and says that it can't work. But like you say, I think that word synergy was a tough night for key forwards in terms of the weather.
Yeah, true.
The synergy of those 3 players in particular, 4, Green, Cadman, Hogan, and Stringer, they just need to get playing some footy together. And they put their season in a pretty good situation to allow maybe 1 or 2 weeks where it doesn't work to get it up and moving.
Maybe Kingers needs to get him in the room, back him in and just go, boys, How do we? Let's get some synergy. What do you want to do here?
Yeah.
They start
Let's
playing the
just get it.
drums, playing the drums together like Dimmer did with Richmond. They just get some more.
Yeah.
Oh, he got them all doing that, did he?
Yeah, got them all playing the drums for one motion, one beat. So Dimmer did.
Who
for
told
the
you that
grand
story?
final. I think it was. Kochi actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Kochi. Pick 2. Kochi was.
Number 9. Played
9.
over 300.
Yeah, but maybe they need to do that.
Maybe. Did that happen?
That did happen.
Yeah.
That did happen. I'm
I
99%
think it was
sure.
Dimmer that told you.
It was Dimmer that told me, actually, yeah. It
Oh,
was
so
Dimmer that told me.
verbatim.
It was from the horse's mouth.
Was it from the Cocoa Pop jumper verbatim?
No, it was verbatim.
Anyway,
Moving
the
on.
Hawks are slick.
That's right. Moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Hawks are slick. They're going to be right there at the pointy end.
Yeah. I forgot to ask this question earlier because you see the way that Hawks are like running out the game at the moment and they're...
Peter
they
Burge?
they look very fit.
Yeah, he's their old Richmond S&C.
Yes. Now, there's a lot of reports on Carlton and they're talking about how Carlton aren't fit enough and they're not running out second halves of games. Now, I've been like... We've all actually played at 2 clubs. Do you, and you're being a coach in the system at the moment, do you believe in the fact that some teams are fitter than others? Do you actually believe that? Because I don't.
Marginal gain.
I think it's
small percentages.
It's all in your head.
it's all in your head.
And it's all about like the running you do. If you're running with the ball and it's easy, that's a lot easier
you
than
don't miss
chasing
targets.
ass all day.
If you don't miss targets, you don't have to run as much because you're holding on to the footy.
I'm sick of people talking about this fitness thing, mate. They're obviously fit enough. They're just not playing well.
When you are getting thumped and you're looking for a positive, the GPS numbers were pretty
Yeah,
good.
they tend to go up when you're getting
Yeah,
beat.
because I remember we got ours compared with the Cats back when we were getting pants by them. It's like, our numbers were through the roof. Yeah, they don't have to run. They're kicking it to each other and actually hitting targets. We're picking up the scraps.
So anyone who uses that excuse, please stop because it's fucking shit. Moving on to the other game. Did you watch this one, Lids?
I did.
Geelong.
Yeah, I had this one on in while I was out there celebrating the premiership.
Were you celebrating on your own by this point?
It was, yeah. My wife went inside and watched something else, and she says, "I'm not sitting out here with you, mate, while you had the fire on, as you probably saw.
Fire on with a
Carlton dry.
Yeah,
the
3.5.
3.5. Didn't get pissed, obviously, because they're nice midi.
Yeah.
I'd like someone to bring out a 3.3.
Yeah, that would be fun.
That'd be a good collab.
We need someone to do that. I'll buy shares.
Yeah. What'd you pick up from the game? Ashcroft's. They reckon it's one of Ashcroft's best games. I saw Fagan saying that he was pretty pumped with him.
Well, there's a bit of media talk around him just trying to double up his stats and the little cheapies over the top to get a bit more of it. Mate,
Nothing wrong with that.
Not if you can. But he was really good. He sort of led the way in terms of in and under, got the ball going their way. The Cats they were thereabouts. Like they looked likely, but just weren't.
They're about by 30 points in the second quarter.
Yeah, but they got you're very true, Mick.
Yeah, that's
You're
a good point,
true.
Mick. He's good at that.
But I think the Lions just sort of they wore them down, and they weren't able to. They had a few players that were down. Like Jez didn't have his best game. I didn't feel. Ollie Henry only got the one, kicked the one goal. Shannon Neal didn't really fire a shot for him.
So I think to your point about this fitness
Not true.
theorem, the Lions, you would argue, if outside looking in, would be one of the less conditioned sides heading into this season, with playing deeper into the season, playing in the grand final, celebrating harder. So you get longer off, so you don't train as much. Then they had the cyclone, so their training was interrupted for a little bit. They didn't play that round one game. So all the things that married up to say they wouldn't be physically prepared, they've been down every game by like 25 plus in the second quarter or half time and been able to wear the opposition down.
That's amazing. That's a great point. Great
That's all we
point.
got him here.
And me as well, because I probably brought it
Yeah,
up.
you put it on the table,
But
you put it on the tee.
I put it up, and you said it was more like an alley-oop, like Brett's team. We alley-oop each other. Alley-oops.
Here comes the alley. Where's the oop? Not is it, mate. The
Not much.
Lions, they're just winning where they need to. So, it was a tough game. Obviously, the Cats are going to be right there as well, I think, but they did everything they need to do.
Question for you
Yeah.
that the traditional media are too scared to ask. Would you rather be Brisbane or Hawthorn right now? In the sense that Brisbane are winning, but they're probably not playing their best footy, and Hawthorn, I feel, are playing some incredible football, and they're obviously winning as well. But do you want to be playing that well this time of year?
They've peaked too early.
I'm not saying they've peaked too early
That's
at all.
what
I'm
you
just
did yourself.
proposing it. I'm putting it out there like a little alley-oop. What do you want to do with it? You
Ah,
want to lay it up? Or you want to
it
slam
back
dunk?
I get blocked.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, winning form's good form, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, I think you're just happy to be winning.
Take this one to Mitch.
Yeah.
Mitch, boys, bring it in.
Yeah.
I think we're going too well.
Well, not just taper off.
Let's pull it
Let's
back
just
a little.
rein it back in a bit.
You know what I'm saying, though, don't you?
When you get that ball, handball it behind.
Boys, let's bring it back a bit. We're too fit. We're too fit.
On that snap at goal, go for the sticks, the one big one and the one small one.
Yeah. Rather than a nice pass the night before, let's have a steak. So we're a bit heavier. We can't run as well. You know.
Okay. You know, I deserve that. That's fair enough.
Yeah, it's a shit call.
That's a fucking shit call. Link, fuck that question off. It's shit.
Nah, keep it in. It's legit. Next one.
Adelaide North. Hey, you know what? Not that we're patting each other on the back, but good effort early. Good effort early.
Thanks.
And then you lost.
Yeah.
But Crows are good.
Crows are good.
They're
Crows
slick.
are good.
No, they are good.
Saw
Now,
it
sorry,
first.
just quickly before we get into it as well.
Yeah.
Was there a couple of give the hands? No.
Oh, there definitely was. Chom. I've got to speak to Chom. He needs to start his handballing. There was an episode we first recorded, I reckon, nearly 3 or 4 years ago now, back in the old studio.
Let me take this one.
Old studio.
Yeah.
Is it the Carlton mid 3.5% or 3.5%?
3.5.
I've got one for you.
Yeah.
Ben Keys.
Now,
Are you trying to get in front of him here?
Oh, mate. he's
I
wild.
can't remember. We've got to get up. We've actually got to find this episode of what Mick said about Ben Keys. I can't remember what he said. It was like something like, this bloke's going to get delisted nearly. And this was before he was an AFL coach.
Well, because
He
he
was
played against him when he was at the Lions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the NEFL.
In the NEFL.
And he did get delisted there.
And he did.
And Mick's
hats off
comments
to him.
have turned him into one of the game's great informed players at the moment.
He's
Power
found-
runner.
Well, he's found a great role.
Yeah.
So he was a midfielder.
Yes.
All right, he was a midfielder that probably just blended in, got a bit of the ball, but didn't use it that well. It wasn't great in
He's found his
traffic.
role.
Now he's just a hard-running, tough, clean half forward. I shouldn't say just, a really good one.
Yep.
That is my Carlton mid 3.5%.
Yeah, he tore you blokes in
Player
your-
of the year, not even
Yeah.
of the week.
Yeah, he tore you in
Yeah,
your-
he-
I can't help but see Buzz Lightyear when I watch
He's
him
got
run.
slick.
I love him. He's got a great
He's just
rig
like
too.
so upright.
Good news is, which you can take to Clarko, is you kept them under 117.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they only scored 114. So,
yeah,
tick.
just
That's a
need
tick
to kick
for
a few
this
more
week.
goals yourself.
Yeah, don't we?
But then you forgot to, do the other one.
do the other one.
Because you guys only scored 78, so you had to score over.
That's
170.
that's how you win.
Yeah.
Kick more points than the opposition.
But 50% right.
Yeah, 50% of the way
Are
there.
they, seeing them firsthand, Adelaide were solid. We didn't know too much about
I didn't think they would be this good, to be honest.
because they were playing. They smacked up St Kilda, and we kind of didn't know. Obviously, St Kilda fans
Don't get excited. Yeah.
Then they beat Essendon.
The Domers.
strongly. The Domers, 161
Go the Doms.
points they scored.
They should be getting excited.
Just
Yeah.
didn't know where they sat and what they played, but three things: they can run. And
They're fit.
They're fit.
They're fit.
They're clean. They're
Yeah.
really clean. Their fundamentals are sound, and they're tough. They've got a good mix of kind of competitive beasts and class on the outside. So
My boy that I nominated at the start of the year for the breakout, Jake Saligo, he just continues to get it done.
Got him in my fantasy too.
Have you?
He's a good scorer.
What do you have? 115 on the
Yeah,
weekend?
I think he's pretty good.
Rankin in the midfield, I love that because
how
he
good
just
is he?
creates so much. He's so dynamic. And, when you've got Jordan Dawson who can just play his role and not be the sole person you're relying on, like that's a good luxury to have, isn't it?
Rankin just looks so. When they said they were going to put him in the midfield and play a bit more in the ball, like I was a bit confused, thinking because he's such a good forward, but he just looks amazing, amazing.
Yep.
Roy
and they
led
just give him the ball
Roy
too.
led 250 games.
Yeah, they went him back to halfback flank.
Yeah, back to halfback. Played pretty well. Actually got their best player here.
What about Riley O'Brien coming up against Christian Cherry?
Big Rob.
Big Rob,
Big Rob. I
Big
was
Robber.
watching him warm up,
he's a vest,
and
mate.
he wore the visor in the warm up.
Oh my god,
He's all-time Big
Mate.
Rob. One of the best blokes
Did you
you'll
see
meet.
the
one
little-
of
the little
the
clip?
best blokes ever.
Yeah.
like he is
The
just
vision of him after he got his hole in one and then turned up into the sheds
Yeah.
with his golf kit on, doing his weights, doing his
He's
big dance.
so Rob's actually coming to the Carlton Draft live show in
Yeah,
Adelaide
on Friday night.
and Rankin's coming to the live show in Adelaide as well.
There's a video
Footy
which
Friends
is
live show,
quite
John Friends live show.
funny. Riley O'Brien and Tristan Sherry come to kind of.
That's what I'm talking about. And then he runs off. They bang. Yeah,
He fell over.
Yeah,
He's
that's-
pushing him. He's powerful, and he kind of
he gets up and just runs back.
because
Will-
momentum's still going back towards
Will is his brother-in-law, so
Yeah.
he's married to Will's sister,
Yeah.
and he reckons that Rob is just so like steadfast on getting back and supporting the team that he's been bumped, fallen over, and then just ran straight back to get behind the ball. What a great man.
Hey?
Dan Curtin looks like a great player too.
Yeah.
I really like him.
Yeah, he's versatile. I think I tried him out forward early, but what I love is that they've got this ability now just to give him games and just keep his confidence rolling.
Definitely.
Yeah,
They've actually got a really good young sort of forward structure there too. Like you got
Fogarty, Thilthorpe.
Yeah.
Oh, what did I say?
I know. Thank you so much. Curtin. Pete's had 23, which is lovely. But yeah, I like him. I like him a lot. 23, sorry. JP.
Oh, yeah.
Played what? He played sort of deep forward. He's playing on Corey.
High forward, bit mid, and
Neil
they've got a good
Bullen's
depth.
been-
They've got a depth of player that can go through the midfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who did you like? How many did you put in the best at North? Just the 1, 2,
5.
3, 4, 5. And that's the that's the minimum you can put?
I think I've seen some teams with 4.
Okay, so you put, okay.
No, we weren't at our best yesterday, which is
Caleb Daniel in the
a bit
best.
disappointing.
Calm down on the best.
Sort of turned it over a little bit.
We didn't. I'm not saying
I think
it.
you
No,
did,
we
actually.
didn't do the best.
No, I thought
Who does
you
the
did.
best?
Who does the best?
Link.
AFL.com.
I felt like
No, they got fucking no idea, those blokes.
Well, he didn't really turn it over, but just a couple of fuck-ups.
Then the beautiful Derby.
Well, the Eagles.
Eagles. The West Coast Fremantle. We Link, I'll let you take a little bit of this because you're part of the sort of lifeblood of this football club
And this game
and the medal.
is attached to the
Hey,
game.
Caleb Sarong just beat your record as well
I do.
of the Glendenning Allens.
and he's like 21.
The Glendenning Allen Sarongs, they might call it
They may.
soon.
They
Just
may.
add another fucking name in there, why don't you? Jesus Christ.
Link's he's hovering over the mic.
Don't put that in the
So,
university.
what would you do if they called it the Glendenning Sarong?
Yeah.
I'd be fucking fuming.
Yeah.
That's Link's legacy.
Yeah.
And to be fair, there's fair merit in doing it.
I reckon there is as well.
Was Caleb Strong the inaugural captain?
No, he wasn't.
He's won 4 of the medals. How
Yeah.
many did Ben win?
Well, he was a captain.
The medal came in 2001.
Yeah, but how many would have he won?
Retrospectively, he won 0.
Yes. Okay.
But he was the inaugural captain of the club I love, so he did the heavy lifting. Thanks, Ben.
He did.
But
They weren't good enough
Glendenning's
yesterday.
wrong.
Yeah, the Glendenning Sarong does have a ring to it, if you ask me.
Shut the fuck up, Dyl.
Big
But
game.
actually, Ross Glendenning didn't win any, so I think it nearly becomes the Judd Hazelby, who's still got Forward as well.
Yes. Or the
How many Sarong won now? Sorry?
4.
He's won 4.
West Coast name.
Jermaine Jones,
Could be the Jermaine Jones,
Justin Bollenhagen.
Justin Ballenhagen
What?
medal.
Why are you disrespecting the medal?
What? I'm not. Why are you thinking I am?
No, that's right.
Yeah.
Anyway, what do you make of the game?
Move
bro?
that.
I didn't
cut
watch the
that.
minute.
I'm going to cut all of that.
Yeah, okay. All right, what do we think of the game?
Brett?
Didn't see a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, I did. What do you think?
I didn't see much of it.
Okay, well, you're me to take
but
it.
hey,
I'll be interested in your report.
the Dockers, they're finding a few. Like little Isaiah Dudley came in, kicked
Kicked
a
2
couple.
in, mate. How good was he? He's 168 centimetres.
He is a pint-sized dynamo.
168 centimetres. He is fantastic. He was so
I
good.
couldn't see him out there,
Mate.
I was trying to defend him and I looked down. At
That is crazy. But
on the knees.
no, he looks like a likely type. I like him up there. A bit dangerous.
Jai
Nice,
Miss
clean
got,
finisher.
Nev
Never miss.
involved and big Jakey.
Mate, Jakey Treacy, I tell you what, he was good. It was a really good bit of play, and I actually think it might have ended in Isaiah kicking the goal.
Yeah.
Treacy was at the half-back flank. He bombed one down the line, got the front and centre, burst through about...
Hang on, he's bombed it down.
He's just bombed it down. It's a really good bit of play.
And then he's got. And then
Okay,
he's got the
well, I
front
didn't
centre.
realise we had to go spot by spot, but he kicked it down the line.
Yeah.
It was open play,
Scrimmage?
fast play, scrimmage. He's ran, followed his kick, got back involved,
Like
picked the
Gout
ball
Gout.
up. Yeah, basically. Broke back through a few plays, did a beautiful handball, opened up. I think it went to Shy Bolton. Bolton then kicked to his eye. I was
Shay.
like, Shay. And I was like, I can see something here.
So hang on. So in short, Jakey Treacy's kicked a long down the line.
Yeah.
To Shy.
To Shy.
It's bobbled out.
A little bit of
landed in his
magic.
lap, and then he's handballed a 3-metre handball.
If you actually watched the game, boys,
Such a
and
good
did your
bit of play.
research, it was actually a beautiful bit of
and
play.
then Bolton's done a great kick.
Yeah.
So Justin
Which Jake
Longmuir was
didn't
like,
do.
righto, scrap the game plan, just long down the line, boys, and just make it up from there. Easy.
And let's get our big key forwards doing the crumbing after they kick it.
Perfect.
Archer Reed as well. I didn't.
Yep.
He's a big boy.
Zach Reed's younger brother.
Is it really? There you go. Tallest bloke on the list at West Coast, I reckon. He's a big boy.
Yep. 2-2.
Takes it very seriously too. He's very, very serious on his face.
As he should, mate.
No, I agree. You just don't see much like laughing out there and stuff.
You want some green shoots for the Eagles? I'll give you some.
Yeah.
Ryan Marrick, halfback, played pretty well. And
Mid-season pick.
yeah, looks pretty good.
Beautiful kick of the footy.
Behind the ball. There you go. Brett, you going?
Okay, was that what you want?
Hang on a sec.
You said you'd give us some green shoots, and that was
shoots. I said green shoot.
No, you didn't.
Green
You
shoots.
said you got some green shoots from the Eagles.
What they do need to work on
else
this
you got?
week, the Eagles, to jump on the other side of the coin, but just a little bit critical.
I've got something as well.
No, they
Next.
need to work on defending Jakey Treacy's long down the lines.
Yeah, no, I agree. Well,
Tyrell Duo.
How do you run past the man on the mark
Yeah.
along down the line,
Check.
and then you got to check him?
him.
You got to get the bumper bars up, start bumpering him. Do you know one thing I will say about this game? Do you know what would you say Carlton are struggling with at the moment when they play?
Speed.
Speed, finishing goals,
Kicking.
just inside 50 pressure, everything. Really,
Are you campaigning?
I'm not campaigning for anything, but I think that they've not that I would pay Matto his 900k, but I think they're underestimating losing.
You reckon he's on 900 at West Coast?
No, there was that rumor going around that he wanted 900k as a contract.
I
or
wanted
something.
900 as well.
So I think we all did. But he's a good small forward.
Yeah.
He's a really good small
Well, they're
forward.
taking out 30 goals straight away.
I know. And you look at Matt Kennedy and Owies, you're like, fucking hell, should they have done that?
Yeah. Well, I guess it's hard. It comes down to list management and
He was super clean.
your salary cap's got to give way at some point. So if all players going to ask for a higher price, and if they can get that somewhere else, well, you got to let them go. If you don't think that they're,
I'm familiar with how it works, but it's just
well, you're not really, because you're saying why would you want to keep 45 blokes, 47 blokes? Can't do it, mate.
I would have got rid of a few others.
Would you name them?
I'll do a list management and I'll bring it in for you next week of what I would have done. a different
Clipboard.
one.
Yeah.
Red texter.
I'll do it next week, so I'll do some research for you, what I would have done. But yeah, I just thought
definitely won't do that.
Was
No, he
good.
won't.
No.
We'll see.
Put it on put it on the run sheet so he actually remembers to do it, and you'll do it off the top.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see, Link. Let's go through that after this. Embrace the mid. Did you have one?
Yeah, Ben Cleans.
You had Ben Cleans. You had
Sammy Davidson.
David Davidson. You boys have embraced your mid. I'm going to embrace my mid now for Carlton Dry 3.5%, the official beer of the AFL. This week,
There you go.
I want to go my boy, Jake Tracy. But is he a mid still or not? Like, he's nearly moved into a bit of one of the most important players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I won't.
Okay.
No.
He's
I'm
not.
going to do Nev.
Never
Miss. It's very important for them.
It was touch and go to start the year and got going on the weekend.
Yeah, he did.
Could have won on the game last week if the game went for an extra 2 or 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Because the ball landed on his chest. And he never misses. So
Yeah.
He doesn't ever miss. The thing as well with Fremantle is, I think now that Tabernar's left, it's opened up a bit of space down there for them to start
Exploring
other options.
And Tabs.
and
Wayne
Tabs is not there either.
Carey, Wayne Carey
Tabs-
of Fremantle.
Modra's not there either.
Tabs' defence.
Who else?
Didn't get a game much last year.
Kepler Bradley's
No,
not
I'm just
there.
saying, but he was a big.
Are you thinking of Pavlich?
He was a big focal point in the footy club and down
Was he?
there
Yeah.
at Peel Thunder and doing that. So now that
Hey, where's your great mate Nat Fife at?
He's
the knife,
I think he's played a couple of managed minutes games.
Oh, yeah.
I think, to be honest, it's going to be hard sledding for him to come back in the short term. He'll have to play well and have an opening for him to get back in. It's not like his magnet goes straight back in, I think.
Oh, dual Brownlow medalist and can't get your way back in.
Well, but he's a bit hobbled, yeah. Like he's played under.
You're saying it, not me.
Well, he's been playing under duress for a couple. You get off the back of my friend, all right?
he's under duress, mate.
He's under duress.
He's under duress.
Yeah.
But I agree in the sense that it's
Some people you just afford that luxury, don't you? That
no, you can't, mate. It's long.
the
news.
game's so fast. Yeah.
No, it's not that, but it's just like what?
because Link follows him a little bit closer than I.
Link, would you
do
put
at the
5
moment.
straight back in?
I think runs on the board. He absolutely deserves to go straight back in.
Yeah, same.
He is the best player, respectfully, of course, Mick.
Yeah,
the best player that club's ever had. He deserves the
No,
opportunity to
I
play in the
can.
team.
I agree that he's the best player they've ever had.
No, looking at their side, he'll be in their best side. But I don't think
I'll back.
I don't think it should
pedal
come at
they
the
call
risk
him.
of selection integrity.
And I would prefer for Nat
to be up and
to
going.
be in good form and feeling.
Yeah.
good
Yeah,
about
you don't
yourself
want
to
to
come
finish.
in.
You don't want to
Rather
be finished
than
under
just
Hey,
go
what did we
scratchy.
say earlier? Do you reckon Nat Fife? It's easier to play AFL than it is play VFL footy, mate.
Waffle
I've never
is-
played waffle.
That argument I counter with waffle.
You reckon waffles? Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Gee whiz.
Yeah, okay. What were some of the numbers you were popping up in the
Mate.
Did you ever play VFL?
Yeah, played a little bit of waffle. And,
What were you getting down there?
46 and 4 type areas.
Wow.
Just the ground so big.
What was
You were getting a fair
Was
bit of that.
Neefle easier or
Yeah,
waffle?
Neefle was pretty.
Neefle or waffle? Like, like the waffle comp is.
There's no
is
way
a
the
good-
Neefle could be harder than the waffle.
Um,
There's no way. There's
Depends.
no way.
When you had shippers on you, like,
Mate,
yeah.
we're playing against 14-year-olds sometimes.
Shipley on one arm, 13-year-old Tom Green on the other.
Yeah.
No, the waffle is. I don't want to get myself in trouble here. I found the waffle
Very easy.
very easy.
Okay.
Was it easy when you had 44 and 3 goals against East Perth in round 20,
It was a
2016?
windy day, but yes, it was.
Can I be a nerd here? So round 10, 2016, you had 44 and 3 against East Perth.
Yeah.
In round 9, 2016 in the round 13, 2016 in the AFL, you had 43 in the AFL.
Yeah, kick 2 on tagging.
So you've had 44 in the waffle, and then 3 weeks later you've had 43 in the AFL.
It's safe to say you knew how to find the footy.
That's
mate.
amazing, mate. You actually, we don't give him credit how good he actually was.
How'd you get 39 disposals in round 9 and then have to play again in round 10? Were you just coming off a big injury or something?
No, we were going horribly at the Dockers, and Ross was just making me earn my spot back like Fifey will have to do.
39's not earned.
Had to do it again.
And then you had to go and get 44. And
Yeah.
you're like, all right, put him back.
Fucking hell.
You come off like Mr. Bean, you just flipping
That's
them.
amazing. Good on you.
Thanks.
Mate,
What's
you're
the most
such a
you've
good
ever
player.
had?
In a game?
Yeah, I had 23.
An AFL game? 36, I think.
36. What about a Neefle game?
32.
Yeah, I tell you, it's harder in the Neefle than it is. I'm telling
My
you.
little Jordan Dawson just hanging off me at every stoppage.
Yeah,
It was hard
yeah.
work.
How many VFL games you play?
0.
Yeah, nah, you wouldn't put him down in the VFL.
Did you know you were aligned with Coburg there for a while?
Yeah. I went down there to
Yeah,
watch
with buddy Adam Marconi. Remember
Adam
bloke that-
Marcon.
Oh, you know him. There you go. I was testing you.
You dickhead. I went down there to watch Joey, was it Milne and Nicky Dell who got dropped out of the Saints team to watch them play our boys.
Yeah.
Just to see how they handled it. But yeah, I went there a bit.
But you went there at that time.
Yeah, that once.
I actually remember as a
bother.
kid going down to Coburg and watching Ben Cousins play in the VFL.
When he was coming back from
yeah,
his
he was coming
hammy.
back.
And
Yeah.
Richo played.
And Richo played,
Richo
in that
a
game as
didn't
well.
Yeah, and then that was his career finished because
Yeah.
he tore his hammy off the bone.
he?
Yeah,
Is that how he finished?
Yeah.
that can we get that year up? Try.
It was 09.
09. There you go. So I would have been 09. I was drafted in 2011, so would
have been 16, Dyl.
16 years old.
Yeah. That would make sense.
Probably had a big night the night before.
Doing what?
House party.
Eating Tic Tacs.
House party. Bag clunking.
I remember
Clunk, clunk,
watching
clunk.
Viv Mitchie play for the Peel Thunder in 2011. Is that on a similar level?
On that note, we better finish up the show. Nah, very good. Boys, I thought everyone was really good today. Besides myself, wasn't great, I'll be honest.
bit
but
dusty.
A little bit dusty. But I've really enjoyed the year thus far with you guys.
Oh, I appreciate it,
Yeah.
mate. Is this winding us up? We're getting the sack, are we?
No, we're not getting sacked, mate. It's just I know you got to get going.
I do, yeah.
The day keeps moving on. And next week, I reckon we try, on Wednesday, I reckon we try and get in here. Everything working.
If you can get it
We-
sorted, yeah,
So
that'd be good.
I see on the run sheet 8 a.m. highlighted. That's the time we start.
Yeah.
And a text the night before saying, feel free to roll in a minute before because everything's ready to go.
No, it's not.
And then we waited until 10 past 8 to actually
Yeah,
roll.
again,
but
mate.
hey,
These things
everyone
happen.
can
Green
get better.
shoot.
Green shoot.
Not even
shoot.
green shoots.
Um,
Green shoot.
Beauty. All right, boys, get a good day going. Remember, if you are still listening to the show, jump on Instagram and
Follow Footy and Friends _, for us. Do it for me.
you don't have to, guys.
10K
If you don't
in
want
10
them to
days.
come, don't worry about it. I'm more than happy to leave them here.
You'll get a free autograph and photo with Mac if you do it.
And I'm just going to say this. If we get to 10K, I'm going to do something.
I do need him at
gonna leave that there.
the kick session.
Wow,
I do
that's so
need- I do
enticing.
need-
I can't wait for you to do
Wait,
something.
We'll show you the video prior to posting it tonight so you guys can see
Mac's
it.
going to get a
He's-
kick.
He's going to do something.
Yeah. Whoa.
This episode has been brought to you by our good mates at Carlton Dry, the official beer of the AFL. Remember to follow Footy and Friends _ and also the podcast via the Dyl and Friends page on iHeart, Spotify, subscribe on Apple, wherever else you listen to your podcast. It's also on YouTube. You can watch us. And thanks so much, Ellie.
You.